they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball in.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown,
Lamar Jackson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Cloud on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
The 6-yard line.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game, These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
13.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To throw again is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
Ravens 21.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The defense.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Steelers 51, Ravens 21.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Steelers 51.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.